You know, if the old priest could hear me now.
Yeah.
It's typical day. Welcome, everyone, including Victoria,
Yes.
to
Welcome.
another.
Exciting. Feel it real fun for you on the 21st of October, 2022.
I tell you, I just love when you do that.
And it's your Manifesting Questions Answered Live.
You're manifesting questions answered live.
Manifesting.
Because the questions tend to fester. Like I've been
Say,
thinking
of
about
course.
this. Like for years, I've been thinking about what I want.
So go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right, easymanifestingmethods.com.
.com.
That's right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Lots of cool kids have done it, like Mary and Sizzle and Angela Teresa.
Yeah. Oh, Sizzler. So I told 20 to say to you on yesterday.
No, if he didn't watch, he misses out. He's going to go watch the lunch show yesterday.
Okay.
Today. Or today, watch the lunch show yesterday.
Yes, Spagaris was crunchy, but he doesn't want you to watch
I don't want you to know.
Okay.
You got to. Triple D Lisa, Triple D Joe Welton.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That is right. Hey, we opened the doors for Remarkable 2023. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't start till 2023.
Yes.
But those of you who get more Remarkable DD Deluxe with the
Yes.
private calls, we're
Yes.
tossing in 2 bonus calls starting now. Right? Like private calls.
Yes.
Right? So don't dick around. I'm only doing 10 people for the Deluxe Remarkable. 5 seats are gone. Right?
Wow.
Because
Have they?
I don't have
cool.
because I don't have a lot of. I have all the time in the world.
Not.
Right?
Yes.
But I only do little bits of stuff. So if Sizzle says he watched it. So if you're
Yes.
wanting Remarkable and you've done Triple D, reach out to me. I'll send you a link. Right? But don't dick around. Everyone dicks around.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
You wouldn't believe the shit I got done today already. Meanwhile. All right. So, ready?
Don't
Dick around, Sister
Hashtag.
Joe. Well, no.
Hello, Alessandra. Hello, Stella G.
Alessandra.
Okay, so
All right.
it's your Manifesting Questions Answered live.
And that's
Hello,
what we're going to
Meshai.
do.
Yes.
It is. That's what we're going to do. Alessandra says, love your health and healing product 20. Thank you. I don't know which one you got. I'm assuming you got both or one of them. But each of both of them is really good.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I used to be married to a Gemini who was a twin. And
yes.
she was like back and forth about things. And I'd say each of both of you is a delightful person.
Each of both of you. Yes.
But meanwhile.
Okay.
All right.
It could be like a multiple personality.
Yeah. Each of both of them.
schizophrenic,
I love each
something
of
like
both of
that.
them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of them in a class.
All right. So we're
years
going to
ago.
dive in.
Let's dive in with Katrina on Facebook.
So, okay. So the first question is from Katrina on Facebook. Help with job choice.
That's right.
And Katrina asks, I'm still all new to this. I'm still learning. So I need some help with something. I've been looking for a new job or career. I have an idea as to what I want. Today I got a PM on LinkedIn regarding a job in the medical field. It's an admin role. When I looked at the benefits, health insurance, paid vacation, education support, etc., my immediate reaction was, oh my God, this is amazing. My second one was, oh, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. So now I'm confused. Well, I'm in Confusedville. I don't know whether to apply for the role or not. How do you deal with moments like this?
I love a job with benefits. I've got the best coworker ever right here. Right? I've got a job with benefits.
Yes.
Anyway, for some reason, radio. So, hashtag. Come on, Dr. Brian. Job with benefits. Now,
Job with benefits.
let's start at the top.
Is that like friends with benefits, but with the job?
Exactly.
Right.
You're my best friend.
Yes.
So,
Right.
ready? Let's go with your Imaginal X right now. So I'm still new at this, still learning, so I need some help with. And let me tell you something, right? Let's scrap that. I'm new at this, I'm old at this, whatever. I've been doing this for a couple weeks now, right? And I keep discovering new shit all the time. This is all about exploring. So are you always going to be learning? Absolutely. I'm a lifelong learner. And Dr. Brian knows about that, right? Because he learns me, right? He learns me.
Dangling participles.
Yeah, he learns me
we
with
know.
dangling participles and stuff.
Yeah.
Not that way. right? But anyway, so you're always going to be learning, right? Enjoy it, have fun. I'm happy you're here. Second of all, Neville Goddard says all that you do and all that befalls you comes from your state. So here's what's really cool, right? So when you move into a specific state, let's just say your state is something, because people say, I don't know which job to take, what job not to take, if I should hold out for more. I just would suggest, if you could imagine going to bed at night. When you go to bed at night, imagine waking up in the morning, looking forward to it, right?
I know.
Yeah, just satisfied with what you did that day.
You stole actually my bit, because I was thinking, like, when you go to bed at night, that feeling of accomplished and satisfied, or whatever it was.
Yep, we did
like,
a show and a podcast on that.
Your day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can imagine. So yes, those are all fantastic benefits. The health, paid veggie, all of that stuff. But imagine on top of all that, going to bed feeling accomplished and satisfied.
It really is a goodie because, see, here's what I don't want her to just be garden girl. I want her to experience that whole accomplished and satisfied, just like Mark Dockery does. And I mean that in all truthfulness, because I know Mark Dockery does feel accomplished and satisfied with what he writes to us in the Mod Squad and in the group and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And this is a good thing because because I don't determine what I do all day. I do determine if I'm going to have a day where I feel accomplished and satisfied. Triple D David is here as well. Welcome to the show. So this is what's cool, guys. So that's what I would do. So if you're going to bed at night knowing you got a great day at work coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there they go, chasing a bird.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Emmett can't handle that birds exist. Everyone's got their own weird shit.
Bruce just
right?
tries to play with them.
Darker, he says he feels sassified.
Yeah, nice.
That's right. What color's your hair today? All right.
Okay.
So, my dangling participle is not showing Angela Teresa. So you dated a Gemini too. You get that? Gemini too.
Why?
Because she wrote about that earlier.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I am seeing some of the comments.
Oh, right.
Sizzle, you're exactly right. So.
Okay. So that was from Katrina on Facebook.
That is the right.
Thanks very much for your question, Katrina. Where's the camera again? Is it here?
That's right on my nose. It's in the middle of the fucking screen.
At the top up there?
No,
it is
over here. Right?
Okay.
It's like when you point at it.
Sorry about that, you guys. You must have felt like you're getting donged on the head.
Triple D David says, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. I just think we're a couple of nutballs.
Well,
just at the end of the day. True that. Yo.
All right. For Sizzler.
Well, look at that.
Yes.
All right.
The next question is from...
All right, I got a side trip. Angela says she could not tell the twin apart from her boyfriend. No, I'll have to keep this one private. I'll tell you this one-on-one someday. It's a fucking trippy one, man.
Okay.
Yeah, not good.
The next question's from Dammy via email. I need $1,000. And Dammy says or asks, "Good day, sir."
Good day, Dammy.
I've dived into the videos, sir, and they seem promising already. I'm sure. But I do have a question. Well, more like a favour, though. I'm wondering if you could help me with a possible imaginal scene that entails having $1,000 in the account. My apologies if I sound naive. I just didn't want to blow this up. So.
I love blowing shit up.
Yeah.
I am the master of disaster.
I mean, it does make sense to construct an imaginal scene of a friend congratulating me about the money in my account or the school fees being paid. Much love, Dammy.
All right, so many people, almost nobody.
So you don't want $1,010. It's got to be $1,000.
1010 would be a good number, right?
Yeah.
So, there's only one person that would congratulate me on the amount of money that's in the account, and that would be the woman that's taking some out. Because hey, there's a lot in there, but I just took some, right? Right.
Yes.
Right. So my guess is your friend's not going to go, "Oh my God, I'm so happy about your bank balance." Right? It just sounds a little weird to me.
$1,000.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like I go to the pool, and so far, like none of the cranky old guys or nobody's congratulated me on my bank balance. Right. So I'm just tossing that out there. But could I am a massive fan. If is Q here, will somebody put a link up to Q's book? It's like $3. Somebody said it's 15 pages of gold. I think it's a little more than 15, but like for $3, he really did a damn good
Oh, the
job
coffee
there.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a massive fan of take something that you do in your day that you would experience differently if your wish were fulfilled. Like, so if you were homeless living under a bridge hoping you don't get mugged, you'd probably have like 2 cups of coffee, one to drink and one to use as a weapon, right? So,
Yes.
true that, right? So on the other
Excuse
hand,
me.
right, if you had $1,000 in the bank and money wasn't a problem, so on and so forth, how'd you experience one sip of coffee? Probably not under a bridge, with a second cup in the other hand to use as a weapon, right? So find something from your day that you would experience differently. And that's why we made up the coffee game. Often imitated, never duplicated, right? And Q did a damn good job with it. So if anybody can post up a link to Q's book, I'd really appreciate that. If you go to Amazon and just put in something like Neville Goddard Coffee Game, you might find it. You might not, because I don't know. But that's what I'd do. The other thing would be like, so what do you want the money for? So,
We said paid school fees being paid, but I mean,
right. So I mean, like your kid's going to school because the fees are paid. So you're probably imagining peace and quiet around that coffee, right? So it's like radio. The kid's gone. It's time to smoke them if you got them, drink them, right? So
nap time.
nap time. I notice here in Australia we've got this thing they call it the drop off.
As a fly being fried.
Oh, listen to that. It's a fly screaming in the fly killing machine.
Sorry, it's terrible. Every now and again, I actually even smell charcoal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So if you live in Australia, how do you imagine moving to Australia? You hear that noise and you smell the fly.
Burning.
Right. But if you're so we've got drop off here, Kate. And the cool thing with drop off is this: all the ladies drop their little heathens off at school, right? And then what they do is they get together and have coffee and bitch. Right? It's just great. They used to do it at the dog park when I used to go to the other dog park. I'd be there all by myself with Emmett, and suddenly there'd be like 40 mothers there all pulling up in their soccer mom vans with coffee. And it's like, right, you people don't even have dogs. Like, what are you doing here? So there'll be something like that. What? Somebody gave a frowny face about the fly. Hey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
right?
but they exist out here, and the dogs hate them.
Yeah.
Emmett gets loopy with them,
Oh,
so
Emmett will go into loops.
we
man.
have to have this fryer
Yeah, the fly fryer.
to get rid
Anyway,
of them.
yo, Jess.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
So
That was
yeah,
pretty good.
that was good. Yeah.
Stay tuned, Amy. We're going to answer this in other ways too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Jesslyn thought I was doing a live. It is live.
It is
Not
live.
from Los Angeles, though. It's 10:18 a.m. and you are listening to the sound of Mr. 2020 in Victoria. Next.
That's right.
That is the rightness.
Okay. The next question's from Monica in Manifesting Mastery.
Monica.
Stuck in argument.
I have not said that in Bill Clinton voice in a long time. Monica. Sorry.
And Monica asks, if I've recently
Los Angeles.
If I've recently had a pretty big argument with someone, how can I stop looping those thoughts all day? I've been trying to imagine a better conversation, but I just keep finding myself basically rehearsing an argument in my imagination all throughout the day.
All right, so I would add in 3 naked Richard Bransons. So I always call it Richard Branson for whenever you need the big guns. So whatever you got going on, most people try to fight it, change it, twist it into something new.
Yes.
If you add in 3 dancing Richard Bransons, right, wearing like John Travolta outfits, right?
Alessandra's wearing a new dress, Grant Monk. Got her.
A new dress, Grant Monk.
So it's a new outfit.
It's a
yeah,
new
keep
outfit.
going because you were
Yes.
saying outfit, so that's why I thought it was appropriate.
All right.
Yes.
So you add in 3 dancing Richard Bransons and John Travolta outfits, right? So you try to have this argument while they're doing the staying alive, dumb shit. And and I just find like things just get a little weird. So you go back and you try to remember the argument the way it was, and you got 3 dancing Richard Bransons, staying alive, all that stuff going on. And your friend happens to talk like Mickey Mouse. Jesus, right? All right. Nobody said you had to be serious with this shit. I find humor and a couple Richard Bransons just fabulous.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That and here's the cool thing. Whenever you start to whenever you start to really play ridiculously, you notice how ridiculous it is to keep going back to the argument, and then you just find, you know what, the stillness of you, on one channel has the argument, on the other channel has the argument with Dancing Richard Bransons, right?
Yes.
Good Lord.
We like
All right.
dancing.
And Sizzle is here.
Richard Branson's.
Oh, look at Galaxy. You are a rock star. The coffee game, purposefully designing life with the Neville Goddard coffee way.
Oh, good on you. And then hopefully that's the link
All
to
right.
Quentin's book, Big Q's book.
Otherwise, she just made up a link. For
Yeah, I know.
All of it, Galaxy's fucking with the system. Yeah, let's send him over here.
Yeah.
All right, good on you.
Okay,
Good on you for
excellent.
calling her out.
So that was from
Done.
Monica. Thank you.
All
and it
right.
looks like you got a second question. So, the next question's from Monica in Manifesting Mastery.
All right.
Fleeting success.
All right.
Monica asks, also, I seem to have manifested some big wins earlier this year with business, and I'm being able to pay my bills, but I'm struggling to imagine beyond that. And it seems like my success is fleeting. Any ideas of what I can imagine instead for sustained success over time?
All right. Could you hold this microphone? Because I really feel like drinking heavily.
Right, I'm trying to get the link, but anyway. Between taking a drink because you want it now. You want it.
That was really good.
Okay.
All right. Stella Jim is in the building. Sizzle, I'm glad you're in charge in there. Sizzle's in charge of the room. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I know.
He's like the official
He's MC.
greeter, MC,
Yeah.
and bar dude.
Yeah.
All right, so imagine sustained success. See, I once thought about making up a course, calling it Sustained Success, right? And for some reason, I'm going to go adult here. I'm sorry, kids, right? If you don't like adult things, cover your ears, because I'm going to talk about Ed. Because she asked who Ed was last night, because Ed showed up on a TV show we were watching on the Netflix. And she goes, what's ED?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, obviously she has no clue. That's a good thing, right? So we're not really concerned about sustain. We're quote unquote more interested in escalation. So how do you maintain eye contact with a stranger?
Hello.
Right? Do you really want that? You see, here's the thing that I find. When you make eye contact with a stranger, things either escalate or de-escalate. Either way, it's good. Right? And I don't mean you got to like bang everybody you meet or something like that. But it's that whole thing of like, righty-o, Q is here. Welcome to the meeting, gathering, show. So I would imagine this happening, right? Because let's say you start a business and you're selling like $7 ebooks. That's a lot of fun. And you sell 5 or 10 a day. Okay, so you're selling 5 a day. That's $35. 10 a day. That's $70. That's all kind of fun. And then you have to sustain that activity. What can I do to make sure that I keep selling? Get 10 $7 ebooks a day. And so it's like,
right.
radio.
I get the escalation, though.
So maybe you write another ebook. Maybe you put up another article that says, buy my fucking ebook, so on and so forth. But if you take it another step further, so it's like, radio. I noticed, like on Kindle, people that write series do well, because it's like he wrote a book is one thing, he wrote a series of books is another. My business model pretty much goes with radio. I mean, you want to buy something? I've got some $7 things. Check me out. Discover that I over deliver. And then it's like, I've got these other things, 27, 47, 97, 397. We just released a little special on a 197 that'll go down in like 48 hours. But we've got these different things going on, right? And so we've got remarkable 2 different price points, both in the 4-figure realm, right? And here's why I mention all this. What happens whenever you start thinking in terms of escalation is whatever you do, you find ways that escalate, right? And so suddenly it's like, okay, I sold 4 $7 ebooks today. I really don't care, right? I have somebody that bought it and says, hey, it's not in Portuguese. I didn't promise you Portuguese, right? I don't do Portuguese, right? I don't even know how to swear in Portuguese. So that's what's fun. So what I want you to do is, instead of thinking about maintaining a baseline, I want you to work on a slope. And so if you're imagining a slope, you're going to have up and down days, and nobody gives a shit.
But if the general is that.
Yeah, if you've got a slope going on, right? I find over the years with her, so we'll apply this to relationships as well, right?
Yes.
I have to sustain being happily married, right? People that sustain being happily married,
hard.
well, people who sustain being happily married tend to have ED, right? Because it's not, marriage is not sustainable. Marriage is escalatable, right? It's either going to go up or down. And if it's generally sloped up, you can have days where, hey, we are right on fire with each other. There are days where I'm going, I have no idea what that woman is talking about, which means either I've had too much sugar or whiskey and I don't eat sugar, or she hasn't had enough sugar or whiskey, right? So, and the sense of humor evolves. So, Monica,
Cool.
how much fun was that? We
Yeah.
actually brought in relationships and
Yes.
Ed,
Yeah. So sorry. What DDD stand for again?
erectile dysfunction.
Oh, that's right.
Right, which you don't experience if your relationship has
If
escalation.
you're a woman.
Right?
Well, I guess you
Well,
still
you could
experience
experience.
it
Hey, look at that.
from the other person.
Right.
Okay, got ya.
That's right.
Yeah, Ace, Monica. So thank you very much for your questions.
That was fabulous.
Yes. The next question is from Dream Driven Day Anthony.
You see what happens? She found the clicker.
I did find it. I imagine them as wonderful, but
So Anthony's imagining them having wonderful butts.
and Anthony asks, I'm wondering about imagining lovingly and using the law of assumption while also having open communication with seeming others. I imagine them as wonderful. However, at times I still want to have open communication with them. That makes me feel like I don't truly believe that they are or feel wonderful if I need to communicate. Yet humans need connection.
All right. So I don't know what most of that means. So we're gonna have some fun, Anthony. Ready? By the way, you get that's open communication. I look at it and go, right, open communication. I'm gonna have to Google that. Too fucking lazy, not enough time. So, I tend to find that I am very blunt and very sharp at the same time. And I imagine lovingly for people, and they can accept or reject the blessing. And sometimes when people reject the blessing, I do have to say something like, shut the fuck up now. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have said that to people more than once. I said that the other day to someone. It's like, look, I'm not interested. You can stop speaking or breathing, your choice, right? That kind of thing. It gets their attention a little bit. And that's fine, right? Because I can imagine lovingly, they can accept or reject, but my airspace is my airspace, right? And the cool thing is, oftentimes when I tell people, look, I'm not interested in trivia, politics, news. I am not. You want to go bore someone else with that? You do that. But don't think I'm going to carry on a conversation with you about that. Am I clear or not? Right? So again, I'm taking it in that direction. And here's my follow-up. I tend to believe that you're a lot more interesting than that. You're not good looking enough to be a newscaster. Right? Yeah, the naked news, right? It's like, oh, I love naked news. I mean, this is like 10, 15 years ago, naked news came out. I thought, oh my God, this is great, right? So it's good fun, right? You get there's some humor here. But when people are boring, right, when they're stuck in loops, I'll tell them, look, I think you're worth more than that.
Yeah.
So,
And it just really reminds me, you've taken it in a different direction, but it also really reminds me recently, the amount of times we've thought of someone and imagine them whatever,
Sure.
just loving them
And
in
then-
our imagination.
yep,
And it's like immediately they reach out. Do you know what I
Totally.
mean?
Happens
and say
all the time.
hi, or whatever. So the communication comes in. So this, imagining them as so, wonderful, as happy as just like living the dream,
as
whatever
happy
it
as
is.
Larry.
Yeah, as Larry.
Yeah,
That's
happy
right.
as Larry, right?
Is that Larry? What's his name?
Oh no, Australians say happy as Larry.
Oh, I know we do, but I'm thinking also that guy, that Larry guy.
Larry's happy as a clam.
What's his name though?
Larry.
That actor.
Oh no. Oh, you're thinking Larry David. I'm thinking
Yeah, Larry
Cole.
David.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Right.
So it was just a different take as well, where communication doesn't end. I still want to have open conversation with them. I don't. or communication. But anyway, yeah, that's what we've found. Oh, so often, all the time in the last few years. So, yeah.
It's sort of like when you imagine, like, owning a car. Sometimes you get to go buy it, right? Sometimes it gets given to you and it shows up and it's magical and shit. But like when I imagine up my BMW, it's like radio. I came inside, got online, suddenly it's like, right? And it's like, wow, somebody just posted up a car that I would like to buy. Yeah, BMW 3 Series, right within my price point. And so I get my money and I go and I buy it, right? So here's the fun thing. I imagine lovingly for a car, for me, being the car owner kind of thing, and went and bought the car. So that's what's cool, because you're imagining lovingly, maybe open communication, whatever that means, is something that is part of the bridge.
Yeah.
So just like me telling people, no, you can stop talking or breathing, right? Your choice. One of them will actually stop the other.
Cool. Excellent. So that was for Anthony. Thank you very much for your question, Anthony.
Anthony's a rock star.
Yes.
Actually, he's a personal trainer.
And the last question today is from Taya on Facebook.
That's right.
Chaos.
I love chaos.
And Taya asks, sometimes I don't know what state to choose when everything around me is chaotic. I notice I'm not in my state, but I get too in my head about what state to move to. Is there a simple state to fall into when that happens? I want to give life to ease and not feel like it's hard because I don't know what state to choose.
Was it the last show before this show that we did where we talked about the, right? Or was it a few shows before?
When I was, I'll just go, right.
Right.
Yep. So, it probably does reduce the chaos. Really.
Yeah, right. So I'm getting out of the car this morning. I swear to God. Now, this is how this works. I don't tell her what to say. I don't even like when she looks at the questions before the show, right? I like her to be as blind and confused. I mean, Victoria hashtag is a mushroom. Like her archetype is mushroom, right? I feed her shit and keep her in the dark, right? It just works out much better that way. So I go to David Brown Mechanical this morning because I owe David Brown Mechanical money. Not because I don't have money, but because he just doesn't get around to doing his invoices.
I know.
So it's like he fixed the up and down window on the passenger side of the car, which is good because I like it when it goes ups and downs, right? Yes. And I said, "What do I owe you?" He goes, "I haven't got around to it yet." So I come back a week later, still hasn't got around to it. I talked to the lovely Briya.
Yes.
Briya, who is going to a Halloween party with her boyfriend. I can't talk about their outfits, but it's going to be really cool. Right? Yes. And it's like, well, come back next week. All right, I'll come back next week. Right? Yeah. Now, here's the cool thing, right? I stopped by to see David Brown Mechanical, right? And now sometimes I ramble like this just because some people get upset that I ramble. I want them to notice what they're imagining, right? So here's the fun thing. Okay, I parked the car, and before I got out of the car's surrounded by two Kelpies.
You can imagine our
right?
dogs.
So our dogs, affectionately known as fucking Wit, Emmett and Bruce, right?
That's what 20 calls them.
There you go, absolutely ape shit protecting the mobile home.
Yeah.
So they're in the mobile home, otherwise known as the BMW, otherwise known as
They've
Abdullah.
got their dog beds in the back.
They even got dog beds in the back seat. Yeah, it's a mobile dog park, right?
Yeah.
They go nuts, right? And one of the dogs is a spitting image of our friend's dog, Chaos.
Yeah.
Right? So here you go, you're posting about chaos. I've got chaos on the mind.
Yes.
Which brings us back to Anthony's thing with Victoria's interpretation of it, right? Which is not wrong, by the way. Right? But it's like, radio. I park the car and there's absolute chaos going outside. And the reason there's chaos going on outside is that's it exactly, K-A-O-S. That's how she spells it. Yeah, the reason why it's chaos outside the car.
Kelpies.
Kelpies.
Yes. Anyway, because he's got Kelpies.
Yeah, they're a dog. Right?
Kelpies are a type of dog. No, I know, Joe knows. Keep going, sorry.
So there's chaos in my car, around my car. The dog looks like chaos. And you know what my attitude is? Seriously? Right. Because I could be worked up about Bruce trying to get out of the car and eat the fucking thing. I could just be like...
Because
Victoria said, hey, does he need his harness on? Nah. All right, I'll just chuck them in the car, right? And that's the fun part, because literally I'm living out the answer to your question 90 minutes ago, and the answer to your question is right.
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. Right? So I just go right. It's like a back door into the first principle, right? Chaos is going on. It's a total shit show.
That's true.
Right. Where most people get stuck on that first 5 minutes, I keep going. That first 5 minutes, I decide to own. If the first 5 minutes is pear-shaped, that's fine. Right. Because I think it's pear-shaped as a seed inside. Plant the seed. Tree comes up. All right. Right.
Cool. Dad.
Well, yeah, I can hear some flies. You guys are going to be roasting soon.
Good. Taya's here.
Taya's here. You just
Ace.
missed or heard your question.
I thought that was Tayra. And this is Anyway, maybe one of them spelt wrong, but
Maybe one of them someone else.
yeah, it might be.
Each of both of them.
So that was for Taya on Facebook. Thank you very much for your question, Taya.
All right.
And what I want to know is tell us, what was your hashtag? Strawberry
Oh, this is going to be the best one ever.
And I don't know, because I had one really early on. I just quickly tried to scan back to remember
Oh, dear.
what it was. But, oh, no, definitely. At the end of the day, falling asleep in the feeling of accomplished and satisfied.
That's right.
That is my strawberry bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just, and so many things, like, you could, like all of them, like, it's like chaos, but just imagining falling asleep at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? The chaos is no longer there. It's accomplished and satisfied. Like, so yeah, that for me is my strawberry bit. Hashtag.
Nice.
What's yours?
I like how yours works right in with mine, because mine's dismissive.
Dismissive. How does that work in with mine?
So you you don't know?
Oh, no. He's trying to make me wrong now. Yeah. What?
Oh, I'm not
He's
trying.
switching me out. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make you wrong. Right.
Yeah, he just is. Got you? Yeah, what?
So you have accomplished and satisfied, right? By the way, at the end of the show, I don't wait to the end of the day for this. I am really big on nailing specific wins. At the end of the show, I will feel accomplished and satisfied in that I had fun. Right? Y'all may have joined in it. That's
you
fine.
mightn't have,
Right?
but I
yeah, I
had
sure did.
fun.
Right? On the other hand,
Got you?
in order for that to happen, in order for you to really say yes, you need to be able to say no. So do I feel accomplished and satisfied as someone who controlled his dogs at the right moment today? Absolutely. But on the flip side of that same coin, to get to the edge, because to get, you need both the heads and the tails to have the edge of a coin, right? Is that dismissiveness? The dogs are going nuts. David Brown's dog wants to get in the car. It's like,
Oh, God, not a good idea.
It's like, I just open the car door. I say, Buckwheat, you're really beautiful. Right? But that's a dumb decision.
You got a nice
Right?
face.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
It's better
right?
left untouched.
Right?
Yes.
But I just get, I get dismissive. So Stella Jim says, how you deal with the annoying insects for Bruce and Emmett. I believe Lisa said escalation. Escalation is massive.
Oh, yes.
If I just did something in the previous Triple D where we had a little escalation thing, one of the things that I mentioned is don't try to manifest just being okay, fine. Everything's okay, everything's fine. It keeps you too close to baseline. On the other hand, if you're always escalating and your baseline changes, your baseline becomes actually quite positive.
Positive.
Yes.
Not a word you would normally like.
No,
but
I normally
anyway.
don't use that word.
It's just different.
Different. All right.
Better.
So,
Okay, so that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
visit us. Tell them do things.
Go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That is the rightness.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yes. By the way, you guys that have done Triple D that want to get in Remarkable for next year, send me a note. I'll send you a link. Right? Because half the deluxe spaces are gone already. They'll be gone all pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the way it goes. And then we'll just have the general membership. But for details, if you've done Triple D and you want in Remarkable, drop me a note somehow. I'll get you the link. So.
So I did manifesting. So
Manifest
for
Dream.
refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Jess, not sure what you mean by what day of the week is the call. The Remarkable call is USA Sunday, and the Triple D call is USA Sunday, and the Remarkable calls tend to be on USA Sundays as well.
Wow.
So
they're different, but the same.
yes, I like calls on Sundays.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you guys. Thank you very much for being here.
Yes.
And we'll have a great day, night, weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Yes.
We're going out for lunch tomorrow. 20's taking me on a date.
We're going on another date. It's like
one.
it's like two.
It is.
We've had two.
Haven't been on a date other than that for ages.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah,
we went last week, we're going this week.
Yeah, see, during lockdown, they made it so they said one person per household can go shopping. That way, everybody doesn't die. And it's like, that's dumb, but okay. So I went to the store on my own for like almost a year, and then they said 2 people from the same household
Are
can go to
allowed
the
now.
store.
It's just like-
So then that became our date. We'd go to
Yeah.
we'd go to the shopping centers. Like, yay, Victoria, what do you think about
Excuse me.
broccoli?
We couldn't even go to the dog park together.
No, that was funny. Talk
A
about dumb.
maximum of 2 people, or well, I can't remember
Yeah.
how it worked.
Yeah, two people can be within.
Maximum walking together, maximum.
Yeah, out in the
And
open.
so I would go with him,
nesting
but
gloves.
I'd then walk 20 feet in front. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wasn't? Oh, anyway.
Anyway, you can play by the rules, or you can live by the law.
Dismiss.
All right. See ya.
See ya.